The NTSB holding a news conference tonight. They said that they'll examine whether today's incident is the same thing that happened to another Southwest Airlines 737 2 years ago. That one had no fatalities, made an emergency landing in Pensacola, Florida. They also reported tonight that they actually found the housing that goes in front of this engine not far from the Philadelphia International Airport. Somebody found it already, and they'll be using that as part of this investigation. Officials say it will take at least a year for a conclusive report on what happened today. Russ?
All right, Tom, thanks. Obviously, this investigation is just in the beginning stages, but still, it's so hard to comprehend how someone could be partially sucked out of an airplane window.
Fox 5's Denise Dillon talked to a local aviation expert about how this could even happen. Denise?
Yeah, I talked to Alan Armstrong. He has been a pilot for years. He's also an aviation attorney who deals with planes and problems every day. He says a mid-air engine failure like this is very, very rare, especially for it to be an uncontained explosion.
This is extraordinary. I mean, this is remarkable. The fact that we have such a catastrophic failure, the engine just exploded.
Alan Armstrong is a pilot and aviation lawyer in Atlanta. As soon as he heard about the mid-air engine explosion on Southwest Flight 1380, he began researching what went wrong. He says something like this is extremely rare.
Even if the engine has a catastrophic failure, the parts are not supposed to explode out of the engine. They're not supposed to just come barreling out and punch holes inside the engine. So they're designed to be contained in the engine nacelle itself.
Some passengers took video as the oxygen masks deployed, and there were reports of a woman partially sucked out of a window that was shattered by shrapnel.
With her face being exposed to 56 degrees negative Celsius atmospheric temperature, I mean way below freezing, the violence of the pressure and the suction on her face, it would have been very traumatic.
The flight had just left LaGuardia and was on its way to Dallas. Down to one engine, the pilots managed to land the crippled aircraft in Philadelphia. The woman was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Several others had minor injuries. NTSB investigators are already trying to determine how it happened.
You have an uncontained explosion of an engine. This is a big deal. The fact these guys shut this airplane down is a big deal, too.
Now, Alan Armstrong has been flying for decades. He explained to me how difficult it was for those pilots to land that plane damaged and with just one engine. I'll have that view coming up at 11 on Fox 5 News Edge.
Yeah, fortunate that that left wing didn't explode itself.
Right,
in the course of all
damaged as well.
Yeah, Denise, thanks.
Yeah.